Okay, YouTube, I got another product I'd like to talk to you about today. Now, these are kind of neat. I like them, but you got to know something about them. They are a lie when it comes to the power output. So if you look, you can see, you know, if you do this search, Eagle Eye LED, you find a lot of neat listings. eBay is a pretty easy place to get them. A lot of cases you can get 10 of them, or in some cases 20 of them for 20 bucks. They're not very expensive. They come in two sizes, 18 millimeter and 23 millimeter, and they say high power, but in all respect they are all 1 watt LED chips. So you're not going to see 3 watts, you're not going to see 9 watts, you're not going to see 10 watts. They all put out about the same power, and they're all about the same. They come in a bunch of different colors, reds, greens, purples, you know, you name it. They have them. They're very good for vehicles. Now, that being said, the thing that ticks me off, see, here's, you know, is that they're not actually 9 watts. That, you know, they don't put out the wattage. These are very, very low power, and you can see they use very dainty wire. You know, this can't be better than, I don't know if you can even see it, but you know, that's about 30 gauge copper multi-strand. So they're kind of hard to work with as far as wiring them into your vehicle, but the pro side is, you know, that's a piece of aluminum. You know, you can stud these all throughout your truck, you know, use them as rock lights, whatever. They're pretty robust. I mean, that's a good solid plastic lens. I've actually taken one of these and hit it with a hammer, and I was impressed. It held up pretty good. These are actually green ones that I'm going to be running on my truck, and then these are the 18 millimeters, and of course I got a bunch of the 23 millimeters as well. Now, the 23 millimeter lights are not any brighter than the 18 millimeter lights. Every one of these that I've measured draws exactly 100 milliamps at 12 volts, which, you know, works out to about a 1 watt LED. So that's what I'm going to say about the Eagle Eyes, since nobody else has said anything about them. You know, you can expect the brightness that you'd expect out of a 1 watt LED, which is reasonably bright. They're much brighter than a 12 watt halogen like you'd see as used in a blinker bulb or something like that. So I'd say don't be disappointed. They're not 9 watts, but for the price, they are a great product. And I really like the feature that they are metal, and you can stud them all over a vehicle, and if it gets bashed by a rock or a branch or something like that, it's not going to pull apart. The only downside is this wiring is really dainty. Even though it's multi-strand copper, it's kind of hard to work with. So that's my review here for the old Eagle Eyes. I'm going to show you a couple of auctions here. So you get you know, 10 of them for $10. They're like $1 a piece. You know, you're really not going to go wrong with them. And that's all I gotta say. You know, have fun. And this is on eBay, of course. So you guys take care.